The sun rose slowly over the small village of Tembai. Wooden huts with thatched roofs glowed in the light. Smoke from cooking fires drifted into the morning sky. Birds chirped, and the sound of women pounding grain echoed from the village square. Amina walked carefully to the river. Her heart was heavy. Today, the elders would announce the yearly tradition. Every year, one young woman had to follow an old rule that harmed her. Amina's mother, Hawa, called her softly. "Amina, remember your place. Don't anger Elder Debo." "I can't stay silent, mother," Amina replied. Her eyes were firm. "I can't let this happen again." The villagers gathered in the square. Elder Debo, dressed in a long, dark robe and a carved wooden staff in his hand, stood on a small raised platform. "The tradition is clear," he said. "One young woman will follow the custom this year. It is for the good of the village. No one can change it." The crowd murmured. Some women bowed their heads. Others looked uneasy. Amina stepped forward, her hands shaking but her voice strong. "No," she said. "This tradition hurts women. It is not right. I will not let anyone go through this again." Gasps rose from the crowd. Elder Debo's face turned red. "You dare speak against the tradition," he thundered. "Yes," Amina replied. "It is wrong. Women deserve safety. Women deserve respect." After the confrontation, villagers whispered in corners. Some admired Amina. Some were scared to speak. Hawa quietly approached her daughter. "I am proud of you, my child," she whispered. "But be careful. People can be cruel." Zara, Amina's young cousin, clung to her side. "Amina, I want to help. What can we do?" Amina smiled gently. "We show them a better way. We show them courage can change things." That night, Amina walked home slowly. The moonlight lit the dusty path. She knew the elders could punish her. But she also knew fear could not stop change. Amina spent the next few days quietly talking to other women in the village. She told stories of women from other villages who lived safely without following harmful rules. Some women were scared. Some joined her cause. Slowly, small acts of defiance appeared. Women began wearing simple bracelets to show solidarity. They whispered, "We are not afraid anymore." Elder Debo noticed the change. His anger grew. He called a meeting. "Who dares challenge our tradition?" he demanded. Amina stepped forward again. "I do. And so do many others. This tradition hurts our people. It must end." The elders looked at one another. They were shocked. The villagers waited quietly. A big ceremony was approaching. Traditionally, one young woman would be forced to follow the harmful rule. Villagers gathered again. Amina stood at the center. Women behind her, wearing bracelets, showed their support. The elders looked at the crowd. "This is no longer just about tradition," Amina said. "It is about safety and fairness. We can honor our culture without hurting anyone." For the first time, some elders nodded slowly. Others still shook their heads. But a new voice rose. One of the older women spoke. "She is right. We must change. Tradition should not harm our daughters." The crowd murmured, then cheered. Fear and courage mixed together. After that day, the harmful tradition ended. Villagers learned that courage could change what seemed impossible. Amina became a symbol of hope and bravery. She taught the younger women, including Zara, that speaking up was powerful. Life in the village slowly changed. The harmful ritual was replaced with celebrations that honored women safely. Elder Debo still had his authority, but he learned to listen. And the village grew stronger, kinder, and more united. Amina stood at the river one morning, watching the sunrise. Her heart was calm. She had risked everything, and it was worth it. The story of Amina spread to nearby villages. People spoke of a young woman who had the courage to say no. Courage, respect, and change had won. The village learned that tradition was important, but life and safety were more important. Amina smiled at Sarah. "Remember," she said, "one voice can change many lives." The village cheered, and a new day began, safe, hopeful, and full of promise.